I was just going to say that. It depends whether it's coffee time or lunchtime. For
Right?
me, I know it's
Exactly.
lunchtime for you. I know, Jason, it's coffee time.
It's coffee time. It is coffee time.
We're across from each other. Hello, 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 everyone. All of our spoiled agents are coming in. Hello, Angie. Hi, Jen. Hi, Jason.
Hello. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I'm so confused when we do this from the West, and you guys are already in the afternoon. I'm going, okay, yeah, I got to remember.
Me too. Me too. I don't, it's a busy place here at Spoiled Agents, so I have to check the time of day for me too.
It is. It's a busy time for everybody, and you know what? It is that time of the year that everybody is really, really busy, and we're happy to see those Iberostar bookings rolling in.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, years and years ago. I mean, I've been in the industry for quite some time, as a lot of you know, but I remember when summers were quieter and
Yes,
but not anymore. Like it's
not anymore.
action ready.
Exactly, exactly. And you know what? That's wonderful to see. People are now booking their vacations a lot earlier. They know our Canadian winters are going to be harsh no matter what part of the country you're in,
Yes.
and they are just itching to go. They're waiting to get back on an Iberostar property.
Well, that's it. Well, I think we can get started here. I'm going to just do a little chit chat. I want to welcome all of our spoiled agents from across Canada. My name is Susan Koyman from Spoiled Agent. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Zoom. We are live on YouTube and we're live on LinkedIn.
Oh
And we
my
are
goodness.
so happy to have our friends here from Iberostar Beachfront Resorts. Welcome, Jason, business
Hello,
development
everyone.
manager. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. You guys always bring such a great crowd.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We try.
Well, I just want to say thank you all of you for joining us today. Like Jason and I were saying, we're in different parts of the country. You're having coffee with me or lunch with me, I should say, and coffee with Jason. But we're so happy you're all here. I'm looking over here because this is where my Facebook is. Facebook friends. If you can just put your email in the comments that we know you're here. Zoom, you don't need to put your email in the chat. You've already registered, so we've got you, right? If you're joining us on LinkedIn or YouTube, let us know. Say hello. We'll say hello as well. And Jason, as much as our friend Jason's here, he is in the West, but of course you have representation over here in Ontario and also in the Maritimes and in the Quebec area, right? And Ottawa.
That's right. That's right.
Great. So I know you're going to share that information as well. We
I will.
really look forward to our live updates. I know you've got some great stuff in store for everyone today. And we want to thank everyone for joining us. And Jason, you guys, your team is fantastic. Mariella, of course, Angel, and your new member, Melissa?
Melanie, she
Melanie.
is a gem. You guys are gonna fall in love with Melanie. She is
Oh,
wonderful.
amazing. And we're going to share all that kind of information as we go, for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, sir. Well, I'll meet everyone at the Q&A box. Please, only questions in the Q&A, not the chat. The chat, we lose them, and we're going to keep them for the oohs and the ahs.
Wonderful. Well, then I will get things underway here. So, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Whatever part of the country that you're from, if it's out west or out east, I'm getting a little excited here, dropping my little water here. But I'm Jason Gignac, and I'm the business development manager for Western Canada and the Prairies with Iberostar Beachfront Resorts. Now, I know we're at the start of the busy season, and I don't want to keep you too long, but we've been really, really busy at Iberostar. So today, I want to provide you a brief update on our hotels in Aruba, Mexico, and Jamaica. Now, before I do, I just want to give our new agents that are joining us today an opportunity to get to know about Iberostar and our different resort categories. And for the more seasoned agents, it's always nice to get that little refresher. So, Iberostar Hotels and Resorts is a family-run Spanish multinational company with 4 and 5 star beachfront resorts in 16 countries. We promote a responsible tourism model that prioritizes the well-being of both people and the environment. So, at Iberostar, we have 3 different resort categories in our beachfront resort portfolios. We have the Iberostar Waves, the Iberostar Selections, and finally, Joya by Iberostar, which, for those seasoned agents, are the former Grands. Now, Iberostar Waves properties are our lead-in resorts. So these properties are wonderful for those couples and families that maybe want to experience Iberostar, but they don't need all those bells and whistles of the all-inclusives. So they just want to escape our Canadian cold winters, lay on the beach, poolside maybe with a great novel or a great book, and let the kids enjoy themselves at Star Camp and splash around the pools nearby. Next, we have the Iberostar Selection properties, and these properties offer a more elevated experience. So here you'll have the water parks, the wave pools, the lazy rivers. You'll also have the 12-hour room service. So wonderful for those couples and families that may want a bit more activity and enjoy all the resort activities surrounding them. And then finally, we have the Joya by Iberostars. Think luxury, think butler service, think adults only. These properties are wonderful for those that want to escape the reality for just a brief moment and indulge in the real wonders of life. So, as I mentioned, we've been really busy at Iberostar, and I would like to take a few moments to let you know what we've been up to with everything that's new at Iberostar. Starting with our beautiful Aruba. Joya Aruba by Iberostar. This is our new luxury resort located on the most beautiful beach called Eagle Beach. Now, if you recall, I mentioned that the Joya properties are adults only. However, this property is an exception. We allow families at this resort, but it's not your typical type of family resort. We have minimal activities for the family, and there's no star camp on this property. This is an EP property with 240 suites. It has 7 bars, 3 swimming pools, sports facilities, and a spa. It also has a casino, a convention center, and spaces to host weddings. And nearby, the Terra del Sol golf course by Iberostar. Now, as I mentioned, we do accept families at the Joya Aruba by Iberostar, and we have added a kids club free to attend for children ages 4 to 12 years old. For an additional cost, they will receive lunch, food and beverage, and various different arts and craft activities. Now, children under the age of 4 are also welcome as long as they're accompanied by a parent or guardian. The Terra del Sol Golf Course by Iberostar is officially open, and all 18 holes are now playable. However, there might be some restrictions that may still apply. It's a 20-minute drive from the resort, and it's an 18-hole par 71 course designed by Robert Trent Jones II. It's considered one of the most and finest golf courses in the Caribbean. Practice facilities include a driving range, putting greens, and a chipping area. It has a clubhouse with restaurant and bar, fully stocked golf shop with apparel, accessories, and golf equipment. Golf clubs and GPS equipment are available through the cart rentals, and they also offer private golf lessons. Now, guests at the Joya Aruba by Iberostar will also enjoy preferred access, and rates and courses are also open to the general public. Now, moving on to Mexico and what's new for 2025. Starting at the adults only Joya Paraíso by Iberostar at the Paraíso complex in the Mayan Riviera. This resort was fully closed during the month of August of last year for extensive renovations. We have newly renovated our oceanfront Butler Suites with beach access, our suites with pool access, and the honeymoon villas are refreshed with new designs and colors. We have also added the famous Star Cafe at our properties. Now, those that aren't familiar with the Star Cafes, these are our equivalents to a Starbucks, but in my opinion, they are better. And they're my very first stop when I go to an Iberostar. The mocha lattes, in my opinion, are second to none. The Star Cafe here is open from 5 a.m. till 11 p.m., and guests can enjoy delicious snacks, cocktails, and coffees. And we also refreshed our menu at the Cevicheria, which is now open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We've also added 2 new concepts for the themed restaurants at the Joya Paraíso, an elevated Mexican restaurant called Legado, and a beachfront steakhouse called Embers. We have also given a beautiful facelift to our quiet pool with a fresh new look and warm contemporary colors and tones. So our beautiful blues of the Caribbean, pardon me, of Mexico, and our Iberostar blues as well. Heading on over to the Iberostar Selection Paraíso Lindo, we have renovated 28 suites and converted them into our new one-bedroom family rooms. These are very unique rooms where family fun continues and the kiddies can sleep in that special area of the room. And over on the Pacific side at the Iberostar Selection Playa Mita, we have removed the barrier separating the terrace and the pool in the premium with pool access room. And everybody's going to love this. I was there in January and I got to experience it firsthand. We now have heat in the main pool. Yes, we have a heated main pool now, and it's amazing. So your guests will not freeze their little tushies off when they first enter into the pool this winter at the Iberostar Selection Playa Mita. And now, what we've done in Mexico for 2024, all of last year, like I said, we've been so busy, and we have had added the one-bedroom star family suite at the Iberostar Selection Paraíso Maya Suites. These rooms feature direct access to a private, semi-private pool area itself. Pickleballs. Well, my goodness, pickleball is the biggest thing since sliced bread, and we all have those clients that are looking for doing pickleball. Well, we've added pickleball courts at the Maya Suites. Anybody that wants to reserve the pickleball courts may do so with the Fit and Fun team at the resort. Back over to the Iberostar Selection Paraíso Lindo. Well, we have completely renovated all 420 rooms, including bathrooms, with new modern decors. And over in the Paraíso Market Square, we have given it a wonderful new name. Here you can find shops and services like crepes and ice cream. The taqueria, in my opinion, is second to none, and it's a must have for everybody that go there. It's authentic tacos that are being made directly right in front of you. We have added the Star Cafe there, the burger joint, and anybody that likes to groove, make their presence at the disco, shaking the grill thing. Well, we got the Galaxy Disco there. We have the shopping center as well as the Catholic Wedding Chapel. Heading on over to Playa del Carmen, we have and the Iberostar Waves Toucan and Quetzal. Well, we have added a new Mayan ritual experience ceremony. It's led by a shaman, accompanied by drum music and the tasting of the regional flavors. Now, this ceremony happens every Friday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. On to the Iberostar Selection Cancun. Well, we have done renovations to La Horma restaurant where we have recreated the look of an historic shoe store. Now, we've done this in it was inspired, I guess, by our owner's family's heritage. So we were recruited at the humble beginnings of our company. And here guests can enjoy the authentic Italian pizza making process directly right in front of them. And we have now moved the show Rocktails into the theater. Now, anybody that has experienced Rocktails, and I've had a couple of FAMs where I've taken the agents on it. It's a rock show where they make mixology cocktails and you get in part of the action. So there was one time that I was asked to participate and I did, and they were playing the song Moves Like Mick Jagger, and I had to shake my martini glass like I had the moves like Mick Jagger. Well, I tell you, we discovered Jason doesn't have moves like Mick Jagger whatsoever, but it was fun doing it, and I'm sure the agents thoroughly enjoyed it as well. And one of my favorite properties is the Iberostar Selection Playa Mita. We have given the Sunset Bar a beautiful facelift with the new name, and the terrace blends the culture with our sustainable materials that we incorporated into the property itself. And we've also added a new station for the whale watching, equipped with binoculars and QR codes for more information on the humpback whales. So anybody that's been to Playa Mita, if you have had a chance to enjoy the terrace, you might see off into the distance the wonderful whales jumping in the background. And I tell you, it's breathtaking once you actually see it, and you kind of realize how insignificant you really are when you see such majestic animals like that just popping out of the ocean. And we are going to see a lot of added airlift from parts of Canada to Cozumel this upcoming winter. So the Waves Cozumel is amazing and unique property for those that enjoy diving and private boats to explore the second largest reef in America. Now, on to Jamaica, man, and new for 2025. At the Joya Rose Hall by Iberostar, we have renovated all rooms with new colors and textiles. And over at the Iberostar Rose Hall Beach, we've added the One Love Jerk Hut, a new spot to experience authentic Jamaican cuisine directly on the beach, and added a new bar with a rustic feel for those guests that are enjoying the beach a little too much, or not too much, but enjoying the beach immensely, but don't want to leave their spot on the beach. We have the rustic bar on the beach, the bamboo bar, for them to fill them with their delicious cocktails. And what we've done in Jamaica for 2024. Well, at the Joya Rose Hall by Iberostar, we've added the new Starkey, which is exclusive for our Joya guests. It's open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And again, cafe lattes is a must try, a must. And at the Iberostar Selection Rose Hall Suites, we have renovated all rooms, including the building exteriors, and refurbished the buffet restaurants. And we have introduced a new kangaroo space at the Iberostar Waves Hall Beach, a space that's designed for children ages 3 and under to enjoy various toys and activities. Now, for the children that would like to go to the kangaroo camp, they must be accompanied by a parent or guardian at all times. We have also remodeled 175 rooms at the Iberostar Waves Rose Hall Beach, including bathrooms, balconies, and the building exteriors. Now that concludes the quick updates that I have. Like I said, the presentation is very brief because I know we're all busy and we all need to get back to work and start booking those Iberostar vacations. But I wanted to mention everyone that we have a dedicated agent resource site called iberostaragents.com/ca. And I like to call this your Iberostar Bible. Here you can find a ton of information at your fingertips 24/7. Items such as brochure downloads, information on our current promotions, all our wedding information, our inspirations, the lookbook, and our destination romance team email contacts. Information on Golf at Iberostar and our special Iberostar guest rates. You can download a PDF where you'll find Iberostar golf rates, and you can also find information on how to book your clients' tee times as well. And you can actually, this is one of my favorite tabs on this site is the virtual tours tab. You are going to look like a superstar to your clients, even though you've never been before. This place places you directly on the resort property and provides you with a 360 tour of the rooms, beaches, restaurant, the pools, and all the resort amenities. So if you want to just, after the presentation here, just quickly go onto the agent resource site, iberostaragents.com/ca, find that virtual tours tab and just play around with it. You're going to be amazed of all the information you can find directly at your fingertips. As I mentioned, we are now heading into the busy season, and all us BDMs, we're on the road and we're greeting our agents at different seminars and different training events, and we're not always there to answer your emails right away. So if you remember this site, iberostaragents.com/ca, chances are you will find 99% of the information that you're looking for. You can also find resort contacts under the Iberostar team, and you can also find our BDM contact information there as well. And finally, I just wanted to quickly mention our rewards program, Star Agents, and the advantages of being a Star Agent. Receive points for bookings made on Iberostar Pro and any of our tour operator partners. You can transfer points between your travel agents in your office. Here, you will also find dedicated travel agent rates. So anybody that's looking for special travel agent rates, you'll find all that information on the Star Agents website. You can also redeem points for your personal stays. But if anybody's interested in any FAMs, you need to be an active registered Star Agent candidate because this is where the BDMs will then go through the Star Agent reports and we will have a look to see who in fact is actually booking us and who actually just wants a free trip. So we got to make sure that you're booking us when you're wanting to come on an Iberostar FAM. And one nice thing about our Star Agent points, you have 8 months from your client's time of travel. So, yes, 8 months from the time your clients travel to enter those bookings into Star Agents. And you have 2 years, again, 2 years from date of entry to book them. So we giving you ample time to make sure that you get those bookings in. There shouldn't be any excuses going, agents come to me, Jason, I missed out on it. Can you do anything for me? Unfortunately, my answer to you is going to be no, unfortunately. You've had 8 months to do it. So make sure you diarize your bookings, how you same way you do your final payments for your clients. Diarize them ahead of time, 8 months, so it pops up on your either your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar, and say, you know what, I got to enter in my Star Agent points to make sure that I get to enjoy the advantages of being a Star Agent. And finally, the Iberostar team has you covered from coast to coast with our great BDM team. We have our newest BDM team member, Melanie, covering Quebec, the Ottawa region, and Atlantic Canada. We have yours truly covering the West from British Columbia right through to Manitoba. And then we have the Great Angel covering the Ontario region. And the lady and the glue that keeps this crazy bunch together, our wonderful business development manager and director, Mariella. If you have any questions after this webinar, please make sure to reach out to your regional BDMs. We're always happy to hear from you, and we're always here to assist you in any way we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, that finally concludes my Iberostar presentation for you today. Again, I didn't want to make you sit and wait through a lot because I know you are busy at this time of year. So, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me today.
Amazing, amazing, Jason. You're blowing up social media over here, okay? You're blowing
I
things up.
try.
Let me just tell you that. Like, you've got a lot of people watching on Zoom, on social media. Like, you've done a great job. A lot, like
Wonderful.
Julia on Facebook said, thank you so much for these updates. Arlene, our friend in Newfoundland, said, thanks so much for the updates. My clients love the resorts and the upgrades with all the wonderful renovations. And let's see here. Oh yeah, Janet, thank you. Love these beautiful updates.
Wonderful.
Okay, great. Before we get to the questions, thank you all for, I just want to say when people I saw were asking questions in the Q&A, you addressed the hotel to ask about. I really appreciate that because it's hard for us to answer just a generic question when Jason talked about so many different spots. But I'm going to do this here. I'm going to launch a poll. So our Zoom friends, you can see the poll right now is being launched. And now on Facebook, I'm going to say the same question. I want to know who is a star agent. Okay. Facebook friends in the comments say yes or no, or you're going to be. Okay. Once I close the poll, Jason, I'm going to share the stats with you.
I
Okay.
would love to see this.
Yeah, they're just coming in for sure. Yeah, just 1 second here. Okay, let's see. We got our Facebook friend, Star Agent here. Yep, yep. Okay. Great, great, great. Okay, I think most of our Zoom participants have answered. I'm going to end the poll and I'm going to share the results. It's really great.
That is amazing. Oh my God, you guys are blowing me away. This is spectacular. Thank you so much. I love seeing this. You know, we introduced the Star Agent program about 5 years ago. We launched it during COVID. Not the best time to launch a program, but I tell you, we are so happy and delighted that we are now able to offer our rewards for our great Canadian agents. Thank you so much for the support.
Wow. And I just want to say, I got Facebook going here crazy too. So we got Charlo is also in, Denise, Sandy, Anne, Rebecca. Julie is going to be, Leon is, and Lori is, just to name a few. Okay,
That
there's
is
so many.
spectacular. Oh, awesome.
Wow. Okay, great. Well, let's get to the questions because you've done a great job here. Zon on Zoom is asking, how many fit in the family room for Iberostar Cancun?
The one bedroom family star suite, you can have four passengers, and the two bedroom family suites, we can have a maximum of six.
Okay, great.
Now, also, I wanted to quickly mention, since we're touching on that, anybody that's looking to book a guaranteed connecting room at any Iberostar property, they need to book the two-bedroom family suites. This is the only way that you're going to get a connecting room at any Iberostar property. So please keep that in mind. Two-bedroom family suites, one room will have a king-size bed, the other room will have two twin beds, and each room will have its own separate bathrooms as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Just a comment on Zoom. Chantel said on Zoom, I'm going to be at the Jamaica Rose Hall in September.
Nice.
Fantastic. Okay, Oksana, who I believe is in the West, said, Jason, can you speak to the room rentals at the Iberostar Selection Cancun?
There was room renovations that were done in 20, I believe it was 2021, 2022. So all the rooms have been fully renovated there.
Oh, great. Mick on Zoom is asking, the dock at the Iberostar Selection Cozumel was being built when I was there. Is it all completed now?
You know what? I have not been out to Cozumel since 2019. So I'm assuming that it probably is. But you know what? Reach out to your BDM with this question, and we will definitely reach out to the resort and we'll get that information directly for you.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Angie, our friend Angie said, don't forget, Jason, all the properties in Europe. She's got lots of quotes waiting and ready to book.
Yes, yes. We have a lot of beautiful properties out in Europe that we're kind of hoping that the boss, hint hint, will take us there in the next little bit for our
Sales
agent,
meetings.
our BDM conference. So we're kind of hoping that we'll actually get out there. Please also keep in mind as well that we have the Iberostar Grand Amazon. We have our own river cruise called the Grand Expedition that you can actually book. It's a beautiful, beautiful a river cruise, and we actually own that cruise ship, and you can book that on the iberostarpro.com.
Well, you know what? This is a great segue because Angie just said, Jason, I booked my Lisbon hotel with my points for free.
There you go. Wonderful. I love hearing that. There
Oh,
you go.
that's
That's the advantages of being a star agent. You work so hard to get those bookings, and this is just a little bit of what we can do to reward you and thank you.
no, it's true. And that tells you that, they're loyal, they're taking advantage of the great programs and using it. And like when of course we all know the agents know when they go to see the properties, like they can sell it firsthand, which is golden.
That is exactly it. And like I said, it you can talk and or I can talk about the properties and to give you all the trainings that you want, but until you're actually living the property and seeing for yourself, what it's like to order a drink from the pool and look out at the beach. It's all about the Iberostar experience. So when you are a star agent, you accumulate those points and go and experience it for yourself.
Yes. And I just have to say a shout out to one of your properties that I think is a hidden gem is Iberostar Playa Dorada.
Oh, yes.
I have to say, I went there a couple years ago for work, and it had just been freshly renovated. And you guys were, for me, one of the first hotels that you gave me a recyclable cup, glass, whatever, and
Yes.
not glass. And you have the water filtration stations all over the property to fill it. And that was the first time I had experienced that. That was probably 5 years ago. So I feel like you're a
Yeah.
little bit forward with that type of thinking as well.
We definitely have, and that's one thing at any Iberostar property. You'll have those refillable water stations. We have adopted our Wave of Change program, where we
Yes.
are free of single-use plastics, and we are our company itself. We are being the leaders in sustainable tourism, and I'm actually very proud of the steps that we've taken over the last several years to come as far as we have. We are projecting to be carbon neutral by 2030, so we have lots going on. We are restoring native species of coral at our coral nurseries. So we are taking them in, restoring them, and reintroducing it back into the oceans. We're a company that not only walks the walk or talks the talk, but walks the walk. And you can see that anytime that you go on our Barrel Store properties itself,
It's true. It's you guys, and you know what? 2030 is really not far away. It might sound like
right?
it, but oh,
We're working for it. We're working for it.
well, I was seriously impressed, and I have to say, like, all the food was so fresh, and the breakfast was just one of my favorite breakfasts to date.
Oh, we have some interesting technology, that AI technology that we actually use, where we can actually track the time that fresh seafood is caught, what boat caught it, to the time it lands on your plate as well. We also have AI equipment in the back in our kitchens where we have reduced food waste substantially a lot. So they have all these amazing technologies that we don't see as the consumer or as the agent in the front, but we are doing, like I said, our part in the background. We've reduced food waste substantially, fresh food, honest food program. We believe in a circular economy as well, where we are we work with local producers that grow our food, cultivate it for us. We compost it. They buy our compost from us. They grow the fruits and vegetables. So it's a circular economy, right from the go.
Wow, that is I've never heard of that. That's
Yes,
amazing.
it is
Amazing.
amazing.
Wow. Cheryl on Zoom saying she's having a little bit of trouble trying to sign up for the Star Agent program. She had a really large booking in December and she's having trouble with registering it. Is there anyone that she can reach out to?
Absolutely, absolutely. So if she's already registered as a star agent, we do have a dedicated a star agent support team. It's staragents.ame Alpha Michael Echo at iberostar.com.
Okay.
They are there to help you anytime that you need assistance with any bookings or if you are having any other issues, technical issues. I bet again that email address, staragents.ame at iberostar.com.
Okay, that's help is on the way, Cheryl.
You betcha.
And will they be able to retrieve their star code from that as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you haven't been had your account active in the last several months, I always like to mention to agents, just go and pop in there once a month, just to make sure that your account is active and just to see where your star agent points are, and that keeps your account active. If it's been 6 months or a little closer to a year that you haven't logged in, chances are your account has become inactive, and the star agents team will need to reactivate it for you.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Leslie says on Zoom, you mentioned that 171 Rose Hall Beach rooms have been renovated. Do you have a schedule for the remaining rooms?
I do not have that information. Once we do have that information, all that information would be provided to our tour operator partners well in advance for our travel agents.
Okay. Linda's asking for the Quizzitel show on Friday night, can it be pre-booked prior to arrival or is it on site?
It is on site. It is on site. So it's one of those events or activities that you actually can go to. It's free of charge.
Okay, so you don't have to pre-book to go.
Not, you know what? Let me double check on that for you. I believe it is included, but let me
Okay.
double check on you. I don't believe that there is a fee that's included, but let me double check.
Well, and actually, just to that point, Jason, all of the comments and questions we're going to send over to you at the end today. So
Wonderful.
you have everything. So if we don't have an answer today, Jason can get it for you and he'll have your name and email that you've asked it. So,
Absolutely.
okay, Janelle. Hello, my friend in London, Ontario. Um, she's had some challenges registering for Iberostar Cuba bookings in the Star system. Will they require manual verification? Unsure how to follow up on these when we don't see them confirmed in the entries. Is it the same concept?
It's the same type of. Okay, so Cuba, we are working at possibly getting our Cuba bookings part of the Star Agents program. So we are still working on that. However, if you do send your Cuba bookings to the Star Agents, they'll have a look at it and they'll see if they can manually enter those bookings in there for you.
Okay, great. Amazing. Okay, Jackie on Zoom's asking, do you offer free transfers from the Cancun airport to Iberostar Paraiso Maya Suites?
We don't work with transfers. All anybody that is looking to book, if they want to book their if they want to book their vacation on their own using the Star Agent points, they're in charge of their own transfers. We do have when we work with our tour operator partners, we do have transfers that are included in the contracted rates with the tour operator partners for the transfers. We do have transfers that are available for any guests that are booking on Iberos. You're booking your guests on Iberostar Pro. We can provide transfers to the Joya properties.
Ooh,
So if you are booking on Iberostar Pro, reach out to Iberostar Pro. This is also another email address that I wanted to get out there. If you're having problems with Iberostar Pro bookings or you need assistance, and for those that don't know, Iberostar Pro is our direct agent booking link where you book directly with the resort and you gain commission on it. So that's iberostarpro.com. The email address to reach the Iberostar Pro support team is iberostarpro.ame at iberostar.com. Again, iberostarpro.ame at iberostar.com. They'll be able to assist you a little bit further if you're having problems with your bookings.
okay, awesome. Okay, Bree's asking on Zoom, have the rooms been renovated at the Waves, Paraiso Del Mar, or Paraiso Beach?
They have not yet. They've done a little bit of touch-ups. We have not had a full calendar of renovations for 2026 or 2027 yet. So, as I mentioned, once we do get that information, all that information is passed on to the tour operators well in advance so they know. I do know that the Toucan and Quetzal is slated to do some renovations for 2026. But at this point in time, we don't have an exact date. It's been pushed back until 2026. And once we get the full confirmation on it, everybody will be let know what's going on there.
Okay, great. And I touched on the renovations of for you, Playa Dorada. Um,
Yes.
so that was done, I believe, a couple years ago,
It
correct?
was. It was as well. Also, another wonderful property in the Dominican. And it's another hidden gem. It's the Iberostar Selection Hacienda Dominicus
Oh
out in
yeah.
Baja Jibe. So that one is a very unique property where it actually has the lighthouse on the beach. And we upgraded it from a waves property to a selection property as well. So a lot of Argentinians go to this property. And then second is Americans and then Canadians as well. So another great option if you're looking for something a little different for the Dominican Republic.
Okay, amazing. Hi, Charlene. Charlene is asking, hi, Jason. Is there any particular adults only Joya Resort by Iberostar, all inclusive, that stands out or sells the most weddings, or is it primarily depend on what the client wishes and wants?
That's exactly it right there. It all depends on what the client wishes and wants. They tell you what they want and what they expect. If they get, and again, just remember that the Joya properties are adults only property with the exception of the Aruba property. But we have wonderful, if they're looking for, let's say they're looking for a Catholic wedding, there's only one place that they can actually perform the Catholic wedding, and that's on the Paraíso complex where we have the Catholic wedding chapel. But everywhere else, we have unique venues and unique places for them to do it. get married on the golf course, poolside. You can get married in the terrace. We have the convention centers as well. So there's tons of activities for them to choose from. I personally don't have a particular preference to any Joya property. I love them all. Each property has a very uniqueness about each one of them. I haven't been to the Joya property in Aruba yet. Hoping to get there here within the next year or so, but I understand that they have very unique venues at the Aruba property as well.
Okay, great. I just noticed we have some more joining us on Facebook. Facebook friends, only Facebook, not Zoom. If you're just joining us now, please make sure you add your email in the comments so we know you're here. I see Michelle just added hers. Thanks so much, Michelle. And Leon as well just added his. So thank you if you already haven't added it. Okay, a couple more questions here. Okay, Tammy's asking, how do we arrange to get a site inspection for the Riviera Maya properties?
So what you'll do, you'll reach out to your BDM and we can provide you the contact for any site inspections that you want to do. The site inspections are done directly with the resort. The BDMs, we do not have the authority to arrange those site inspections for you. So we are able to provide you the resort contact. They'll be able to look at their schedule and work with you mutually to work on a date that mutually works for you.
And I just put in the chat for both Zoom and Facebook a link that takes you to your team with all the
Perfect.
contacts. All right.
Wonderful. Thank you, Susan. You're a gem.
Anytime. All right. Annie's asking again about the registration code for Star Agents. So again, Jason has mentioned a couple of times the email address to get. Do you want to just say it one more time?
Absolutely. Staragents.ame Alpha Michael Echo at Iberostar.com. They'll be able to assist you if you're having problems entering your bookings in, if you need account reactivation or anything to do with Star Agents. They'll be there to assist you. They please also give them a little bit of time. They are working not only with our Canadian travel agents, but they're working with all our agents worldwide. So imagine a workforce going really at it, but they may need 24 to 48 hours to get back to you. So please, I ask you to have, as we know, we are Canadians and we are very, very patient. So please continue having those patience.
Okay. So I guess Sandy's talking about her own booking, I'm assuming, on Zoom. What is required to upload confirmation of a booking?
Is to a booking to enter into Star Agents. You
I
can go
believe so.
under to the on the Star Agent website, and there's an FAQ section. If you click on read that on, it gives you the directions on how to properly upload your booking that way.
Okay. Charlene said the second part of her question is clients that do not want children attending their wedding. If some of the guests are booked at an Iberostar resort next door, can those adult guests attending the wedding and ceremony? And is there any extra cost? So does the cost depend on the resort or is it the same regardless of the property? So I guess where can the kids go?
Right. So my personal suggestion is, and this is just my suggestion, I would recommend having the wedding on a selection property.
Hmm,
This way, the guests and have the bride and groom or the wedding couple staying at the Joya. This way, they go to the selection property. Everybody that's staying at the selection property or the Waves property can actually head on over to the wedding ceremony held at the selection property at no additional fee. But if they're doing their wedding ceremony on the Joya property, I don't believe that guests can attend a Joya wedding. So again, Joya property is an exclusive adults only wedding or adult property. But I recommend, highly recommend having the wedding location at this at if they want to do it on site at the selection property.
okay, that's really great advice. Like
Yes,
amazing. And then everyone has their own space too.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's always what I like recommending. The bride and groom can, or the wedding couple could sneak off on their own and maybe get away from mom and dad and crazy Aunt Sue and drunk Uncle Johnny for a little bit and go out to the Joy and just go and have a little peace and quiet.
Charlene said, thank you so much, Jason.
You're welcome.
Okay, Joanne on Facebook. Joanne, what did you need us to repeat for you? Sorry, if you can just be more specific, that would be great. All right, Jason, I feel like you have done a great job of taking care of all these
Well,
questions.
thank you so much. And again, if there's any agents that have any questions that pop into your head after the webinar, please reach out to your BDM. Like I said, we are always happy to talk to you and assist you in any way, shape, or form that we can. And if we don't know the answer, you can count on us to find you the right contact or find you the correct information.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, she just asked one more time if you can say just one more time. I know you said a lot. The Star Agent help email.
The email address. So staragents.ame@iberostar.com.
And on that note, Jason, thank you for everything. Everyone for joining us. Sue, you're welcome. Across Canada, you brought quite the crowd across Canada. We love your team. We love working with you all. And thank you so much from all of us at Spoiled Agent.
Thank you. And Susan, thank you so much. You and the Spoiled Agent team, Iberostar loves working with you guys, and you are such a great group to work with. And Spoiled Agents, you're definitely spoiled with Susan and her gang. And so, looking forward to seeing you guys on Iberostar property really soon. Looking forward to seeing my agents in Western Canada over the next few months. Everyone, have a wonderful rest of the week.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks.